Hello and welcome back to the Azure DevOps course. In this lesson, we will discuss the variable groups and what is the configuration files and why we need them. When you are working with multiple environments, you will need to have different configuration values for each stage. Like the connection string for a database, you can have different database environments like the staging database, the production database. So the code will be static, but what will be changed is the configuration files. So the configuration files will make use of it, so we can differentiate between different stages and different environments. So these configurations can be done through different ways. But in .NET Core framework, the configuration file is called, I navigated in the repo in shopping front end folder. The configuration file is called appsetting.json. If I click on it, I will see the configuration keys and values. So these keys are very important. In my demo here, I'm making a use of one key, which is the page title. This is the key that I will use, that I will change in different environments to make a demo for using the variable groups and the configuration values. But it can be another thing than page title. It can be like a connection string key for a database, backend API URL for different stages. So this key and value will be changed in different environments. So that is the use of the configuration files to differentiate between different environments. It's very helpful, and you will see it a lot in real-world environments. So in my demo here, there is a lot of ways to substitute this value, the config file key value, but I will use a way called hashed keys or token pattern. In this way, we will replace the value with a pattern like hash curly bracket hash and put a name here like page title. What will happen will be that in the release, we'll use a task called replace tokens. This task will see what is inside the token pattern, which is the hash and curly brackets, and will catch this value. And the Azure DevOps task will search for any variable with this name, page title. Then it will make the replacement. We replace the variable value here. Instead of page title, it will be the variable page title value. We will see in the demo how to use this now. So let's commit this now. So we need to make a new pipeline build, so the new change here of the page title will appear in the artifact. The pipeline is triggered automatically because the last time we enabled the CI trigger. So it's triggered now. And now the build pipeline has been finished. So now we will go in the library here and create the variable group for the staging environment. I will give it a name, front end -stg for staging, and I will add a variable with the same name that is here, the page title, the name that is inside the token pattern. I will copy it and make it here, and now that is the value that will be replaced. I will make it front end shopping app staging. Okay, and I will save, and I will make another variable group for production, front end -prod, and I will use the same variable name and make the value front end shopping app prod. Sorry, I wrote the name in the description. It should be here, and save. Okay, now we have two variable groups, front end -prod and front end -staging. The variable groups are used for centralizing the variables. We can write the variable in each releasing, but now we are centralizing the variables here in the library variable group, so we can edit it once and use it everywhere. So we now are making reusability of the variables in this group. We can assign this group to different releases so we don't have to write the variables each time, and if we have to edit any variable, we can edit it from here. So it is very good for usability and centralizing the variables. So now I will link the releases stages with the library variable groups. I'll go to the release and I will edit the release pipeline, and variables here, I will link variable group. I will link the front end prod variable group to a stage. I will choose a stage now to be the prod stage and link, and I will link the staging variable group to the staging environment. Okay, but now there is still something missing, which is the replace token task. I will go here in the staging task and will type token replace tokens. The replace tokens task is not available by default. You will have to add it from the Microsoft Marketplace. You will have to install it. I have installed it before recording the video. It's free, so it is a free extension task. So you can install it for free without paying anything. There is a tasks that is not free. You will have to pay for it. But there is a lot of tasks that is free, like the replace tokens task. So I will use it, replace tokens. It will be for the deployment. Here I will choose the folder root that it will search for the configuration file to make the replacement. Choose our artifact folder. And here we will choose the source file that the replacement will happen in. It should be appsetting.json, but I will use the wildcard *.json so it can find in JSON file and search for this pattern. It can be a lot of patterns, but we used this hash curly brackets pattern, like what we have used here, hash and curly brackets. So this task will search for JSON file and search inside the JSON file with this pattern, and will make the replacement with the variable group that's here. It will make the replacement of what is inside the pattern here. It will see if it matches any variable, and if it matches the variable name, it will make the replacement with the variable value. So that's all for the staging stage. You can save and go for the prod and add the same task, replace tokens, choose the root folder, the same as the staging, *.json, and save. Now we can create the release. Release 4 has been created. Now after deployment to staging a production, we will see that the page title have changed, and the page title have been fetched from the variable group values. It will be different in staging from production. So this page title depends on the value in the configuration file. We make use of configuration files and variable groups and replace tokens task to do this function. I will pause until both are finished. So now both deployments have been finished. If I click now here and clicked on the staging link, we should see the page title with the staging page title, front end, shopping, app staging. This is the page title variable value, so it got replaced in the staging environment. And if we entered the production link, we should see the variable page title, which is linked to the production stage, appeared here. So that's all for this lecture. We discussed variable groups and configuration files and replace tokens tasks. In the next lecture, we will start deploying our .NET Core app on an IIS web app server on an Azure VM. See you in the next lecture.